How do you still your primal appetite for violence? Hello everyone, I'm Tim. Did you know full contact doesn't exist? At least it doesn't exist in the way you would think when first hearing the term. You see, all I'm going to mention today about full contact is referring to sports. And as we've mentioned before, there is a great difference between sports and reality. First things first, let's define the term as well as possible. Full contact sports allow competitors to either intentionally or unintentionally exert a significant physical impact on opposing players, with rules governing what type of contact is permissible. In this definition, there are a few items that point to the fact that full contact is a term that can exclusively be used in a sportive context. We mention sports, players, and rules, all terms that do not appear in real life. In that way, full contact does not exist in real life either. The sports that qualify for being full contact aren't just martial arts either. American football, rugby, ice hockey, and even soccer are all considered full contact sports. Within martial arts, we include boxing, taekwondo, judo, and various forms of full contact karate. The origins of full contact sports can be traced to ancient times, but the modern history of contact sports started in the 19th century with the development of soccer and the popularization of amateur boxing. Since then, many contact sports have become part of the Olympics, and hundreds of millions of people are enjoying them recreationally or professionally all around the world. Today, it may come as no surprise the world's most popular contact sport is soccer, which is played in over 200 countries. The most popular full contact combat sport is probably boxing, though MMA has gained immense popularity in the past 3 decades since the inception of UFC, but more on that later. The brand of karate that was exhibited in the past Olympics, WKF karate, could be categorized as limited contact. These are sports for which the rules are specifically designed to prevent contact between players either intentionally or unintentionally, so contact can still happen, but penalties are often used to disallow substantial contact between players. This discussion goes farther than that. As I've mentioned before, mixed martial arts have gained enormously in popularity. Combat sports like MMA, BJJ, Vale Tudo, and fighting organizations like the UFC, Bellator, Pancrase, etc. are household names today, and many of their fighters are as well. I mean, the fact that many people are aware who Conor McGregor is speaks more to the popularity of the sport than to the infamy of this athlete. And even though I think Bas Rutten is an absolute treasure and his fighting record is awe-inspiring, I don't think he would have his current fame if he fought in the 80s instead of the 90s. Speaking of Bas Rutten, I'd like to take the opportunity to show you a highlight reel of Bas Rutten's fights in Pancrase. I took the effort to look up the names of his individual opponents and put them in the description below, so you can go to Bas Rutten's official YouTube channel and watch the full fights there, narrated by El Guapo himself. Enjoy! These are the types of competitive martial arts that are always mentioned in discussions about which is the best martial art. A discussion that is flawed from the get-go, but I'm not going into that. These seem to emulate a no-holds-barred, true full contact situation. However, even these competition forms have many rules to keep the whole thing relatively safe. If a fight is truly without rules, what would stop you from just bringing a gun with you, right? This fascination people have about free fighting is nothing new. Just pick up a book about gladiatorial fighting in ancient Rome and you see that humans have always loved to watch violence and to fantasize about fighting themselves. In the world of today, where the most popular spectator sports offer some form of violence and danger, this primal urge is ever present. It also doesn't seem likely this is going to change anytime soon, which is fine by me, as people living vicariously through the athletes prevents them from going into the streets and wreaking havoc. Hooliganism not included. So, what do you think? Is full contact only a term to be used when talking sports? What is your opinion on full contact versus limited contact? How do you still your primal appetite for violence? Leave a comment down below and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. For now, let me wish you a great day and as always, thanks for watching.